So I heard you have some questions about me. So I thought I could answer 25 questions so you can get to know me in 2025. Is this cringe? Yes, it is. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Happy New Year. We are officially in 2025 and I thought the perfect way to start the new year, since I have a lot of new people on this account, is to introduce myself. So let's get into it. My name is Lara Bhatia. I am 21 years old. I'm born on August 18, 2003. I have one younger sister. She is 3 years younger than me. And if you scroll down, you can possibly see her in most of my vlogs that are in Dubai. And she is the love of my life. Like, I am obsessed with that girl. I am born in Bahrain and brought up in Dubai, but originally I'm Indian. The area where I grew up in is primarily Indian, and the school I went to was also a CBSE school, which is why my accent is very Indian. I'm a Hindu, and yeah, that's about it. And I moved to Canada in 2022. I speak 3 languages and I can read and write a 4th language. So I can speak English, Hindi and Sindhi, which is my mother tongue. And I can also read and write Arabic, which is obviously because I grew up in Dubai and Arabic is a compulsory language. So I studied it till 10th grade and I am pretty fluent in like reading and writing. Like, I can read almost every single word, but understanding it is not a skill I have acquired yet. Growing up, I used to be an introvert, and then once I moved here, I would like to say I became kind of an ambivert, where I can still go out and talk to people, but I need a lot of me time to like get back to myself. And I have a very low social battery, I would say, but I really do like being around people. I grew up in a big community and I love that. So that's something I crave ever since I moved here. As per a search I did on April 27th, 2021 at 4:44 a.m. I am a Leo sun, that I obviously knew, a Taurus moon and a Scorpio rising. I don't know what any of that means. So if you know, please let me know how this affects my personality and if I give off those vibes. Honestly, I don't know if I'm a morning or a night person. Growing up, I was definitely a morning person, but I think that mostly I'm just like a day person. I need an hour of like my time to get back to being myself, but at night I think I would say I thrive a lot more. I get little energy bursts at night, and I'm pretty sure this is because my first year roommate when I first moved to Canada was a night person. So then I would hang out with her at night because she would always sleep through the morning, and then I became a night person, so this is all on her. A fun fact about me is that I have 4 tattoos. This is the first one. It's inspired by Louis Tomlinson. That was the first concert I went to in 2022. My second tattoo is I have these 2 fairies on my arm. That was actually drawn by my first year roommate. Everyone in my life thinks that one fairy is them, one of them is me, but it's actually just kind of like a representation of who I was when I first moved to Canada and who I became at the end of my first year. My third tattoo is a mirror ball. A lot of people think it's inspired by Taylor Swift, but I don't really have a meaning for it. And my fourth tattoo is this little envelope with a heart in it. It's a little bit wonky, so I like to think that it's like a love letter to myself. And hopefully this year I get 2 more tattoos. I'm so excited for them. You're gonna have to look at me like this because I need to do my brows. What is on my bucket list? To be honest, I don't really have a bucket list. One thing on my bucket list is to take a tour of India. My family is really big on traveling around India, and that's something I want to finish. Like, I want to see every single state before I die. I also really, I talk about this all the time, I really want to visit Pakistan. So fingers crossed it works out for me someday in the future. When it comes to hobbies, I'm not a very interesting person. My hobbies are done at home. I just love that. I love cooking, I love reading, and I love getting dressed. Like, I like to say it all the time, but makeup is definitely one of my hobbies. Trying new aesthetics, trying new styles, and I'm obsessed with it. I mostly read romance, and actually not mostly, I only read romance, and I love experimenting in the kitchen. Whether it's cooking or baking, I am open to trying literally anything. I love copying recipes off of TikTok. I love cooking on my TikTok. Like, I love giving recipes that I have tested with my little minor changes. When it comes to music and artists, I am your basic pop girly. My Spotify Wrapped is just the pop people, and then my silly hyperfixations that I have with music, because like when I get obsessed with a song, I like to listen to it on repeat forever. Artist wise, I listen to One Direction, most of their solo albums, Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter. I recently got into Conan Gray because I was seeing him in September of 2024. I love Joshua Bassett. I saw him in April of 23. Role Model is someone I've been into very recently. Hindi music, I listen here and there, whatever my sister recommends. I listen to a little bit of Arijit Singh. I love I like a few songs by Anuv Jain because of my cousin. Honestly, any song that goes viral on TikTok is one of my top songs this year, and it's really bad because I don't have my own music taste at all. I'm not original with this at all. My favorite book of all time is Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. In either 2020 or 2021, I did a book challenge on my TikTok where I tried to read 5 books in 5 days because I wanted to get back into reading really aggressively. That's when I read this book. I finished it in less than 24 hours, and to this day, whenever I'm in a slump, that's the book that gets me out of it. I feel like it's one of my favorite romances. It's such a basic romance, but it just makes me feel so good. I think it's probably because I relate to Olive, so then I just want love for myself. I'm just a romance girly. I'm a lover girl. My favorite movie of all time is Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na. I've been obsessed with this since I was a little kid, and during the height of my seasonal depression, I watch it every single day. A skill I've always wanted to learn is crocheting. Every time I tell myself I'm gonna try it, but I don't have the patience for it. But one day I'm gonna have the patience for it, and then it's over for everybody. My favorite social media platform is YouTube. I love long form content, watching it, making it. I feel like this is where I truly connect with all of my watchers, because like you see me in my everyday life, you can see me yapping it up the whole day. I feel like I can express myself the most comfortably on YouTube. I wanted to be a content creator I started content creation back in 2020, and the reason I did it is because there was so little representation for mid-size / plus size bodies, and I really wanted to do that. And especially Indian content creators were so not present on the internet at that point. And honestly, after that, even if I didn't grow, I was just obsessed with it because it was just one of my hobbies. I think I learned to like love myself on the internet. I learned to do my makeup on the internet. I grew up, I would say, on the internet, and now it's just become like my digital diary where you guys just watch me grow as a person. My end goal has always been to be a YouTuber, and I think I started YouTube a year after I started content creation, and it's been the best journey of my life. And when I get the messages of people saying that I inspired them, it truly makes my day. It makes me feel like all the work I'm putting in is worth it, for even if that one person is truly getting inspired. My favorite type of content to create is these yapping get ready with me's, but they just don't do well on my TikTok or YouTube at all, and that makes me so sad because like this is where I feel like I truly connect with people, yapping it up. But I also love making fashion content. That is why I started, and I slowly stopped that over the years, but I miss that era. Like I need to get back into making more fashion videos. My biggest achievement is having almost 70,000 followers on TikTok. After almost 5 years of content creation, I did it. Most of it grew in 2024. 2024 was such a good year for me, touch wood, and so is 2025 gonna be for all of us. I had most of my viral videos in 2024. I hit almost 6 million views on a TikTok. I grew my community to people who truly watch me for me, and that's why I always say that I have the best TikTok community, because my followers really support me. They make me feel so loved, and I'm hoping to bring some of that to YouTube too in 2025. The best piece of advice I can give you if you're looking to start content creation is to literally just start. Don't think about the numbers, don't think about people judging you, just start. Literally just practice. You have to practice to get better. Teach yourself how to edit, teach yourself how to film, teach yourself about the different lighting, the types. There is space for literally everyone. Anything that you do is gonna be unique because you're doing it. There's no one like you on this planet. I have such a fun anecdote for what keeps me motivated to create content, and that is that every time I start to feel like maybe this is not the industry for me, maybe I should stop, maybe I should slow down, maybe it's not gonna work for me, is that I either A, have a video do really well, or B, have someone text me and say that my content inspired them to start their journey or help them feel more confident in their body. And it always happens to me that when I feel demotivated, my community shows up for me. Something happens that pulls me back in and keeps me motivated, and that's how I know that this is gonna be my job forever. I love it here. I love it here. The last few questions are just a bunch of random shit. My favorite food is pizza. I love my pizza. Pizza is joy. I'm literally gonna eat pizza tonight. My other favorite food is dal rice. Yellow dal, tadka. And I only like my mom's. Unless my mom is making it, I don't like anybody else's. I miss my mom. Do I prefer coffee, tea, or something else? You all know this. I'm a matcha girl. A little bit of chai, like desi chai, And then coffee, I can do a coffee every once in a while, you know, a little coffee hits. The thing with coffee is it has opposite effects on me, so I always feel super sleepy when I'm having coffee, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, matcha is definitely one of my favorite things. And my favorite childhood cartoon growing up was Dora the Explorer, Strawberry Shortcake, what else? But now, as an adult, I watch a lot of Miraculous. That's Cat Noir and Ladybug. I love them to death. I used to watch a lot of Doraemon because of one of my cousins. Last question. What is something my audience might not know about me? Nothing. I'm an oversharer. If you watch all my videos, then you know that I tell you everything about my life. But what is something that they might not know? I'm a baddie. I'm hot as hell. Yeah, I think something that you might not know is I'm very self-obsessed. Really do believe that I'm one of the hottest people you will ever meet. There's no explanation. I am freakishly strong actually. Like, nobody actually believes me, but I have really good body strength. Yeah, this is really random. And honestly, that's everything you could possibly know about me. But let me know if you guys have any more questions, and I would love to make a part 2 to this video because I love oversharing and I love yapping it up. But it was so nice to talk to you. Thank you so much for getting ready with me. I will see you next week.